And there. Music City Mom, thanks for joining the team. Cher's working on her tube. How's everybody doing tonight? Having a good Monday so far? Ha.
Whoa, almost dropped my tube.
Don't drop your tube. So who we got up in here? We got Cheryl Rundle, Mr. Scott, Music City Mom.
Oh, it's fruit punch.
Kelly Brown, Terry, Tuesday Low, CC, Liesja. I have no idea how to pronounce
I
her
never
name.
know how to say her name.
Pauline, Metalhead, Carla, Miss KJ. Hey, Teresa. Yeah, it's good to see you all here. In my opinion, some better never serve on a jury if they can't separate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because what if that came into play where, yeah, we all heard about it, but the judge says, like, dismiss that. That can't be used. Well, we all have it in our head, sure, but we aren't allowed to use that. I'm pretty sure that's what a judge would say. It's 37 years ago.
Yeah. And whether it's a pattern of behavior or not is not for us to decide.
Yeah, because that would only come in should something happen where we find Summer and she has been essayed.
Yeah.
That's when
That would change things.
That's when it changes. Yeah, that's when that his past would then come into play. In my opinion.
Yes, Kathy. Hopefully they somehow find her safe somewhere. Yeah. That's what we're all hoping and praying for. So if that happened to you, would it matter? No one is discounting Jeannie. And by the way, I don't want to see anybody saying anything nasty about her or her family.
That's not what we're
That's not okay either. And what happened to her in the past was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. It should not have happened.
Hey, Hev. Hey, Barbie baby. Unfortunately, Metalhead. I mean, we did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to be focusing on all of that, and certainly not going to say anything negative about her, because I know people are picking apart. Well, maybe they weren't the age difference wasn't as big or whatever. It doesn't matter. What happened back then was wrong.
Mm-hmm. We just feel like it doesn't have to do, like it's not helping us find Summer.
That's just it, yeah. And I know we're getting like mad hate because it looks like we're discounting that. No, there are other people who, to us, it seems more likely did something this summer. And we just don't want people to all be hyper focused on one person.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope you're right, Miss KJ. I really do. Oh, Benny will be here shortly. Right on. Hey, Miriam.
I'm not sure, Dalen. I don't know. Hello, Alicia.
Yeah. Hey, Hev. Thank you very much. Hello, Jessica Moon.
Jessica Moon, Rebel Ridge Runner.
There is something I want to address because last night Dawn had mentioned that a neighbor heard Summer scream. And like I hadn't heard that before, and Cher hadn't, and a lot of you hadn't heard that either. But Candace actually did mention it a long time ago. And that's a really good example of what having tunnel vision has done, because one very big creator hyper focused on Don is involved in this, and everybody's all piling on that. They're not looking at anybody else. And then you have us come along and say, no, we need to be looking at other people. So we bring Don on to try and clear up some stuff so we can get on to other people. And major things like a neighbor hearing her scream gets lost. Like, what else has gotten lost? We need to go right back to the start. We've gotten off on this pro Don, anti Don thing, and it's not doing a damn thing for summer. None of this is.
We've been exhausted, you guys.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks.
Been wild. Like you said earlier, I haven't gone off my phone all day, just like
yeah, it's been
reading and watching things. And everyone, I just made a community post, and I will say they're also taking and running with when they said they would go to Hawkins County today. That was just because I asked them would they go try and get a copy of the police report.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have no big meeting. They weren't being summoned to Hawkins County or to TBI for anything. They were going to get a copy of the police report.
Yeah. And Jerry, I guarantee that. Yeah. And the police know a lot more than any of us.
Yeah.
For sure.
Even we know some things. We know TBI and the police know, but not all of y'all know. And so it's very frustrating for us.
Yeah, exactly, Missy. We got to stop this. I don't want anybody bashing any other channel, like including Interview Room. I don't want to see that. I'm done. I'm done with this fight. This is about summer. People want to pile up and hate on me for it. So be it, but I'm not. There'll be no bashing any YouTube channels on this channel. Yeah, good point, Dalen. And that's true, Misfit. Like it's a legitimate theory. Like I'm not saying that it's ridiculous to think that it is a pattern of behavior. It is very, very possible. But there are definitely other avenues. If you guys have seen Cracking Cases, he did a video about Dobbs. I want to say his name is Dobbs. But yeah, Dobbs put up a picture after Summer went missing that he proved was from before. Could have been years before. And that was his alibi. So his alibi is a lie. Now, if you didn't do anything, why would you have to put up a fake picture?
Mm-hmm. And yeah,
and he was camping, not even on his property, on another neighbor's property. He didn't have the right spot. He was there. He was out there. And with a fake alibi. I mean, I know, think what you want about Dawn, but I mean, this is definitely worth looking into. If you can find,
oh
yeah, she's gonna find Cracking Cases channel link. You go and check out that video because
I'm first gonna share the link for Crazy Crime Chick who played the thing of Candace, like you're asking.
Yeah.
And then I'll get Crazy Crime or Cracking Cases. Cam and Allie's channel. Prairie boy.
Yeah, be real. There's really nothing we can do as far as searching. That is true. Yeah.
That's Crazy Crime Chick link to the video she put today of Candace saying on June 20th that the neighbor heard screaming or muffled screaming or something.
Yeah. So it wasn't, Dawn didn't make it up last night. And
yep.
Yeah, well said, Lacey. And I actually am pursuing defamation charges against a certain YouTuber. It's all sent in. Ladybug, the white truck is Dawn's. That's his work truck. Yeah. His coworker had a yellow, I want to say Pathfinder. Not 100% sure on that, but I think I heard Dawn say he had a Pathfinder. Yeah, Autumn. It was really good, and it's so nice because you'll have like people like us where we're talking about things, but we aren't there. We can't get the photo and show you what we're talking about. He can, and that's exactly what he did. Like he blew that guy's alibi out of the water. Like it's a Nissan Xterra. Okay, I was close when I said with Pathfinder because that's a Nissan too, I believe.
Hey, G Dog.
What's up, G Dog? Will Grandma come on your show? I have no idea. We haven't had any contact with her at all. I want to have Dawn on my show to talk just about Summer, not about the case at all. Kind of like a tribute kind of thing. So we're going to be working on that, but other than that, no.
Oh yeah, I have. No, don't feel sad. People are just mean. It's okay.
Yeah. And people just get caught up in it. You get the creepiest stuff. Yeah. He's my number one too, Terry. Yeah. Especially after that.
Robin, yes, she did mention it on the 20th. I can't remember what interview it was. She did say that the neighbor mentioned the scream. In fact, it looks like Candace mentioned that before Don ever did, clearly,
Yeah.
because we thought it was all new. When he said that, I thought to myself, oh, shoot, here we go.
Yeah, because we had never heard it,
We
so we
didn't
were
hear
just
that
like,
before.
what?
And I was, oh, man.
Yeah. Did the neighbor hear some screaming or did she hear Summer screaming? We're not sure. We definitely need some answers there. Like when exactly did she hear the scream? Is she sure it was Summer or unsure? Whereabouts does she think the screaming came from? Like there's a whole lot of unanswered questions there. Metalhead, if it wasn't an SO,
Well, we're
what's
not
left?
saying it wasn't that. We're just saying even if it was somebody else who is a sex offender, that doesn't mean anything with Dawn. That's not, it doesn't, it's not Dawn. We don't, I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, well, that's just it. And what would be left were a possible accident and a cover up. That's one theory. Some kind of revenge kidnapping thing because there were people who had beef with the Wells.
There is something that Dawn and Candace would like us to clear up, and they sent me a screenshot. Jackson Pierce talking to an account called Don't Do That. And it says, "Hi, I'm Candace's mother. Summer broke her neck going down to the basement. She fell down the steps. She was still half asleep when we got home. Candace wanted to call 911, but Donald told her, no, I'm coming home." Jackson Pierce said, "Well, I hope that goes well." And the fake grandma said he came home and took her in the Subaru. And Jackson said, he didn't say anything. And then he said, "Can you send me some proof somehow you are Candace's mother?" And she said, "You need to take a cadaver dog, he placed her in a wall in one of the houses he's working on. My daughter's not getting the blame for this. She is scared of him." Both Candace and Dawn say that's fake. So
Of course it's fake.
that's not Candace's mother.
No.
There are people pretending to be her and going around YouTube channels and saying this stuff. It's not true.
Do you believe law enforcement are looking for people abducted, or is all this hate for Dawn? Is that taking their focus? Honestly, I highly doubt that what's going on YouTube is pulling their focus. I really doubt it because they're professional. Yeah, you can't. I mean, the space between the walls and the like a stud is 3.5 inches.
Yeah, it's like a freaking Lifetime movie that they're or type in YouTube channel
Yeah,
comments.
it's not enough space. Like a body, maybe, like Summer's body, but not her head.
Unless they're gonna say you chopped her off.
Well, they'll say that, but if you can't put a body in a wall, the whole house would be, it would reek. It
Yeah,
would be
70
infested
days
with
later.
bugs. The drywall
Sorry.
would be ruined from liquids. Like, I don't want to be too gross, but yeah, no, that's not a
It wouldn't.
possibility. The smell would be horrible.
It for sure would have been found by now. Why is he not blocked?
Mm. I ain't doing nothing. He can sink himself.
Oh, I'll answer that. No, it's absolutely not true. She did call me, however, crying and apologizing, saying that. Well, actually, I don't need to say anything, but she actually called me crying and apologizing for believing rumors and stuff. That was the last phone call I had with her. No, she did not call me freaking out and screaming.
No.
Don Keller is a liar.
Maybe in concrete somewhere. Well, he's a. Oh, I hate that. Every time I try and click it, chat jumps. I mean, impossible, but he's not a concrete worker, so unless they were pouring that day, I doubt it. Local gangs, that's possible. I mean, they did break up a sex trafficking ring in that area too. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of shady stuff going on in that whole area of Tennessee. It's really sad, actually. Next time you talk to Gon, ask him about his house in Kingsport. All right, I've never heard he had a house in Kingsport. We don't have qualifications. Almost no YouTubers have qualifications. There are a couple retired detectives in that,
I
but
don't need qualifications
you don't
to
need
speak to a
qualifications to
human.
discuss.
What do I need qualifications for to speak to Don for? I don't. Even if he was for some reason found guilty of something and put in jail or prison, I still wouldn't need qualifications to have conversations with him. Makes no sense. Are they getting along any better at this point other than last week? I spoke to Candace on the phone. She answered the phone yesterday. It was short and sweet. Are they getting along? Don actually said last night they weren't getting along, but to be honest, statistically, couples that have like missing children or go through this, they don't. I mean, there is problems.
Is it true you'll hear about David being Don B's cousin? I haven't heard that.
Is David the church guy, like the flute guy? Dave, is that David?
Not many people play the flute.
I don't know if it was the flute. I don't know what it was. It was weird. Yeah, it was like a giant flute.
Yeah, Lauren, that's true. You couldn't have someone who didn't know that area just happen to fall upon her and whatever. I mean, the odds of that are minuscule. Like that, you could get lost so easily up there. You know, a lot of knowledge due to jail systems. You are both open-minded, genuine, give your dues. You actually managed to contact the source. That's impressive. Well, thank you. Well, we try. I mean, no, we aren't active investigators. We're not involved in the case. We're just trying to
I do a lot of
sort
research.
through things. Yeah. national news. That might be a PJ. I mean, this case does still get a lot of attention, so that might not be the worst idea. Oh, Pamela Sanchez, welcome to the team. Thank you. Yeah, I'm with you, Alicia. I can't, with that whole fake alibi thing, that fake picture, that's just a glaring red flag. What's up, Diacola? And we definitely can't, we can't, just like the police said, they can't rule anybody out. Neither can we. We can't rule anybody out.
I'm certified in discipline.
Melissa,
Pamela.
are you going to support Don or Candace if they are found responsible for someone's disappearance? No.
Support them? You can't support that. Will I
Yeah.
talk to them? Yeah, because I'll even be more like curious, like what the hell, man? Because I am going to be actually shocked because I would never meet somebody if it's found that Candace, I can't really speak about. I 99% of the time talk to Don. I will be shocked if I find out that he like is that good of a liar. I don't know, because he just talks so much, and he's just like, he let Chris McDonough in his house, and I texted him back before we were even talking, like, why would you let him in your house, and he said, well, we have nothing to hide, like, there's nothing to hide. And so I was like, okay, well, I don't think any guilty person would allow that, knowing what Chris's old credentials were, right? Or I sure wouldn't. I just think, I feel like people give him credit for being a lot smarter than he is, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as a mastermind. And if
Yeah.
he is, he's like a very good actor.
And yeah, that would make me curious. So I'd want to be like, we were talking basically all day, every day for however long. Like, why didn't you?
Yeah, and I mean, we're not saying we're right either. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe he is this brilliant mastermind and he has us duped. It's possible.
I feel like Don is always an open book, and I feel like he.
Ladybug, we'd have to ask him, but if I had to guess, I think he probably just assumed. I don't know. I really don't know. I understand.
Well, he wasn't being nasty. He was asking.
He was asking legit questions.
So I didn't.
And maybe, just maybe, we'll end up having like some kind of modicum of mutual respect. That would be nice. We had a guy accused of killing a young girl, and everyone he knew couldn't cover it all up. They found her body 4 months later. Her uncle killed her. It's just so sad. Like, nothing should ever happen to kids. I mean, that's just so wrong on so many levels. But it does make you, I don't know, it draws people in. And just like with the Chris Watts thing, people wanted to get inside Chris's mind. They want to understand, how could someone appear so normal and do something so horrible? Like, you're just naturally drawn to this kind of thing, and it makes you curious.
No, you guys. Well, here's the thing.
Mm.
Like,
Oh, maybe that's what it was too. I don't know.
some of you guys all being triggered with AB or whatever and whatever, but like we used to like AB. Like I would
He used
watch
to
his
be in our
stuff. He
stuff all
used
the
to
time.
come in our stuff, and
Yeah.
I think that maybe emotions are high or things are just we don't always have to agree. But I mean, just because he's being nasty, like I don't know. I don't have the energy to be nasty back. I'm not doing the live streams and going after him or saying all of these things.
Yeah.
We don't have to have that energy. He did do nothing wrong tonight. He came in here and he asked questions to rumors I know are going around.
Yeah.
So I answered them.
Yeah. There's nothing. Anybody can come in here and ask questions. That's fine. I got no problem with that. I have a problem with people lying about certain things.
Yeah, I wish he wouldn't do that, but or put me on merch and try and make money, because that's definitely going to be reported, my friend. But
Yeah, there's definitely been some overstepping. You can't tell people that someone is guilty of a crime. That's illegal. It's defamation. That's all been handed into YouTube.
yeah, he knows about Cam and Ali and their videos and stuff, and Benny, and sometimes share around the videos. Guys, maybe Don is just lying to you all as would be expected if he were guilty of covering up evidence.
It's possible. But
But
he's a hell of a liar if
I
he
would
is.
say, like, AB, I've been listening. Like, am I gonna catch something? I'm not dumb. I've been on high alert, like listening to everything. And we talk a lot all day, every day for almost a month now, about 3 weeks or so. And I just,
Yeah.
I'm
And
not trying to be mean, but I don't see him being that smart to come up with some of these lies. And like I said, I could be wrong. I've definitely been wrong about
oh
some
yeah.
men in my life, but this would be a whole new level that I've never. It would be wild to me.
It's possible, Velvet. Yeah. That's where I'm landing.
But I want to ask though, AB. I've even heard you say on your show, right? So loose lips sink ships. In almost a month of nonstop talking, do you think he would have said something? And I do know there's red flags for sure, and he knows that, because I point them out to him. He knows there's red flags. He knows it doesn't look good. But now, if he's not talking, he's going to be just nailed to a wall, guilty, 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 right? Do we all not want him talking? So I just don't understand what I'm doing so wrong, because I think it's good he's talking no matter what side you're on.
Yeah.
We want to hear what he says, right? Because aren't we all listening for that one thing that might slip? I don't know.
Yeah. If he happens to say something and incriminates himself and it
Yeah,
comes out that
then
he's
you
guilty,
hear it.
I think it's a good thing that we were talking to him.
Yeah. And maybe you should apologize for making up accusations that somebody is on a registered sex offender list when it's not true.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's I mean,
if
you
you
know that's
don't,
not true,
yeah,
so
if
I don't
you
know why you
don't
would go with
want
that.
to apologize for that, that's your thing, man. That's fine. Shows us what kind of person you are, but whatever. You can feel however you want to feel about me and my past and believe what you want. I don't really.
Doesn't matter.
It is what it is, you know.
Well, it happened, and it's all been dealt with. So, it is what it is.
But we didn't always think you were an asshole, that's all.
No. I was kind of a little bit hurt because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, a little rough around the edges, but I feel he's genuine also. Yeah.
Scarlett, people have offered, and I think it's kind of a pride thing. Doesn't really want people to. Oh,
Right now, I think it's he just doesn't want strangers at his house right now.
well, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say I blame him there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
I'm sorry, but that's funny.
That is funny.
AB, come on now.
You know what the truth is. I mean, you got a good following. You don't need to lie to your
Yeah, I think
audience.
you're better than that. If you want to go and push that I'm some animal torturer, fine, because that is on my record, whatever, I guess, you know. But don't do that. Don't do that. You know that's the worst thing you could call a man, and you know it's not true.
Susie McKinney, someone needs to apologize. If anybody is talking about anybody's child, absolutely. That's a no-no. Don't do that. Especially don't do that on my channel. I don't want to see that. I had known nothing about his child, and I don't want anything said about him or her.
You fucking made me laugh though. That shit's funny.
It was kind of funny.
I'll make an announcement. Maybe you're not one.
Jesus told us to love one another, forgive, for there will be a time for judgment. And I honestly believe that you will get judged by God when you. Yeah, I do too. And it's not like none of us have ever made mistakes or anything like that, but it's owning up to them. I agree, Lacey. Yeah, that's not.
I mean, I suppose AB could. I can just go by like my opinion, and I feel he's not guilty.
Yeah. And there are enough people who are hardcore on the Don is guilty train. We're doing this to try and balance things. I mean, that guy, he gets like 100,000 views on his videos. Like, there are plenty of people who are all on the Don did it thing. I think it's important I wish more channels would take up for Don just to help balance it out.
Mm.
If nothing else, just say, well, that's one option, but there are plenty of others. There is a guy, Dobbs, who legit lied about his alibi. Why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense.
There was several people, and you can take that probably isn't good because maybe you or I or whatever wouldn't have several people that have like a real bone to pick with you, like in real life that, live around you and can get to you.
Mm.
But there are these people that they were angry with Don. Even a few of them that have said maybe did Don get them arrested or something by calling them in around town for drug or something like that, or did they go to jail thinking that Don maybe called them in for dealing drugs outside of his house and then get out and maybe take their daughter. Like there's a few of those kind of characters in the picture.
Yeah.
And also 11 people within 4 miles that are child sex offenders, and several of them being violent at that.
Yeah. And that's just the ones that are registered too. Jen, that's horrible. I'm so glad that your daughter wasn't actually taken.
And
Jeez.
AB said something I wanted to read.
Yep. She was on that train. Just like a lot of people. And that's the thing. We hear a little bit of information and we think, okay, this guy did it. But then if you're open to it, you'll hear a little bit of information and think, oh, maybe that guy did it. Because we don't know. Like, that's the thing. We don't know what happened. We don't know if Summer was SA'd. We don't know that. We don't even know whether or not she's still alive. Like, we definitely, there are a lot of really smart people, like a lot of you, you do a lot of research and you're paying attention to things. You need to keep your eyes and your ears open and be willing to accept information. Don't get laser locked. No, let's not get bashing anybody who's
Who are they bashing?
nothing. It's fine. Thank you, Miss R&B. Appreciate you coming by. So we got 545 of you in here. And for the most part, everybody's being respectful, which is good.
Tiffany Marie. Yes, to your question. Yes, I mean, I do think it's odd. Yes.
That's well said, Bobby. Yeah. Innocent till proven guilty and show respect. It doesn't take a lot to just show someone a little bit of common courtesy. I mean, you can disagree, but you don't have to insult people, right?
I'll be all the way real. I thought that AB was blocked on here too, but when we saw that he didn't come being rude off the bat. Why not we just like.
Yeah.
I used to like him, so I just can't like totally hate him. Damn it! But please take my face off your merch because I don't want to have to report it. It's annoying and it takes up my time. I just don't have much of it.
She's very busy.
Cops are eating nothing burgers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, can't hit it when it adds up to 13. Oh no, yeah. Can't have that.
AB is just gonna talk shit about you tonight. That's all he has for content.
All right, everybody just calm down.
We're getting along right now, and right now is all I care about. So
yeah,
let's just continue on because it so far is a good chat. Let's continue on with that, please. I'm not worried about.
I'm tired of having to block people. I must have blocked 100 people in the last few days. I'm tired of it. You guys, we don't need to be doing this shit. It's pointless.
So could you guys please ask Don about the house he supposedly owns? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Can I better write that down.
Yeah, it's a couple people who have. I don't know if you asked that twice, Carla, but someone did mention that earlier. Where did that go? Just us. Maybe no SA. Maybe someone wanted to take a cute, loving girl to be a daughter of their own. That would be like the best case scenario, where someone just wanted a daughter, and she's healthy and taken care of and fed and all that. We can pray for that.
I don't remember what interview the Scream was mentioned at before, but there is Crazy Crime Chick played a little clip of it today on her channel. It is from June 20th. I'm not sure what interview that was.
Yeah, no doubt, Tammy. None of us did. And I just whacked my mic. Ding! It is nice to see that. I know a lot of you're on a different train, but at least we're, for the most part, having a dialogue. And that's a start, at least.
If we got a little bit of a mix of people in here that are on both sides, what questions am I missing asking?
Could the screams have been for them yelling for Summer? Just a thought. I don't think so. It's possible, but we'd have to get the timeline, because Candace had thought that the screams were coming while she was in the house looking for Summer. So I would think that no one was outside looking for her at that point, because she would have checked the house first. So it does seem likely that neighbor heard Summer. But again, we don't know. We got to get some more information about that. Don't take my word for gospel, because I'm just guessing. Oh, did Don get the report today, do you know?
I'm not, he asked me not to say.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But everyone will know in a couple days.
Yeah. Well, he can't share it anyway.
Yeah. Thing is, some people have made posts and stuff, so when he mentioned that, there was people waiting around the police station to harass them, so they did go
Oh, because
home.
we had to
Yeah,
mention it.
so
Yeah,
there's something,
we shouldn't have.
yeah, they will have it, but we're not saying when it's being picked up because of
Hey, Sophie.
that purpose, which is really sad, you guys. Like we made the mistake because we were live, and he said that, and
It's a shock in Kingsport. And who lives in that area? I saw some pictures of like some flooding or something. Is that like close to there? It looked pretty nasty. No indication.
mm,
There's if you've probably heard of the behavior panel. They did an analysis of their initial interviews, and yeah, they thought that they were being truthful as well. I mean, but there are experts who say the opposite too. So you never know.
mm,
I try and be as like open-minded and
mm-hmm.
available to receive information as I can be.
Yep, flooding too. Mm-hmm.
Worst is near Nashville. Okay.
Police off the cuff.
Well, it's a good start, Haiku, and hopefully we can actually build on this and start working together instead of trying to tear each other down. I mean, that would be really good because we got one guy, he's in the area, so if we need to go find how long would it take for someone to walk from their house down to the road using the driveway, I because that'd be good information to have because there's some discrepancy of whether or not the dog's tractor sent down the driveway or down the dog trail. And we've gone down the dog trail, but I haven't seen anybody walk the driveway. So I think that'd be good information to get. And then the neighbor's house, how far away, have maybe have someone yell from the road and see if they could hear it at the neighbor's house, of course with their permission and everything, but like all that could be really good information to get.
Can we be a little bit kinder to Tiffany Marie, please? She's answering questions. She's not being rude, as I can see. I know people
Mm.
are a little on edge. That's okay,
Yeah.
but she's. I just looked back to see like what's going on. What am I missing? And I didn't. I saw her just answering questions. So let's just
Oh, Julie, yeah, that one threw us
simmer
for a loop.
down.
But Candace had actually mentioned that on like the 20th of June. And it got swept under the rug. Like I don't know what happened. If it just all became about Dawn and people just started skipping over that, like we had never heard it. So yeah, but yeah, Candace did say it. Dawn didn't make it up last night. And Tiffany, you can stay. We can all be respectful. You can ask questions, give your opinions, whatever. That's all welcome here. We see you, Jessica Moon.
So not the house.
Yeah, is it east or west of Dobbs? Yeah, it gets so damn confusing. Like the roads are all curvy and everything. I'm not too sure which direction that neighbor's house is, but I got the feeling that the like Ben Hill Road is in between their houses. That's kind of the what I got from Dawn. But yeah, where is Dobbs' property in relation to that? Is it adjacent? Is it on the other side of the neighbors? On the other side of Wells? What is Dobbs' first name? It's J. Initials J. Jackie. Yeah. An old access road. There are tons of like little roads. Like when Don did that little drive, I was really surprised how many little roads and trails there were. Like if someone knows that area, you could like, well, I don't want to say, I don't want to be too gross, but you could literally just carry Summer around, and if you knew where the police were going, where they were searching, you could like walk around them, just taking trails.
I'm sorry, I love you, St. Francis, but you're not playing nice, so I timed you out.
Oh, I missed it.
We have to be fair.
Yeah, as long as no one's like, I've seen the mods, you've been pretty good, but as long as the people are asking questions and not saying anything really nasty, just let it go.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of this fighting between YouTubers and it has to be this side or that side. No, we're all on Summer's side.
We're trying to get answers here, and that it's not helping. And if it's uncomfortable, maybe click off for a few minutes and then come back and see if that person is maybe gone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be mean, you guys, but I can't handle it. And if you like care about me, like, I just want us to get along. And it is about, we all want, no matter what side you're on, I think it's a lot of emotions, because we all do want these answers, right? We want to all find Summer. So I think emotions, like the Watts case, but I think it's even a little bit worse, is just making people butt heads.
Brownie, that's terrible, but I bet. Because, yeah, especially at night, there's no lights. Oh, yeah, that'd be a major problem around there. And you guys, like, I'm seeing comments that I don't particularly like, but it's not about it has to be something I like or it has to go. No, that's kind of the opposite of what I want. I want a dialogue. I want people who think different theories to be able to express them so we can talk about it. I mean, that's the only way we're going to learn. Look at it from all angles. Exactly.
Oh, we're not mad, so not sure.
Yeah, BS. I am too. Because that's the first I heard of it was last night, but apparently this is a legit thing, and it would be really nice to get some information about that.
Yeah, and they said it's not new. Like, law enforcement is aware of this neighbor hearing that, so.
Sarah, no, Summer was verbal. I've heard her laughing, talking. Oh, what did I miss?
People saying we're a joke and asking what drugs I'm on.
Oh. Yeah, see that stuff, get rid of it. I mean, people can be, you can be respectful. It's not that difficult. You don't have to come on here and insult anybody.
I don't think I've heard him keep changing the story. In fact, I think I keep hearing the same story over and over.
I hear this all the time. What exactly has changed in his story? That'd be, let's talk about that, because from what I know, he got up at around 7:30 in the morning, left for work, got to work somewhere around 8:39. He said he initially thought Candace called him about Summer at 5:30, but he realized he was probably wrong. And yeah, it turns out it was like 6:30. I don't know what else he got wrong. Some of the details, people are asking, well, what was Summer doing that day? He's just going by what he's been told. He wasn't there. If they have 11 acres, well, It depends which end of the property. But apparently the road, Ben Hill Road, is in between their houses. And the neighbor said that she heard a screaming. What about the red truck at 3:30 a.m. Cops came?
Different days. You got the days mixed up.
No, but 3:30 a.m. That's something completely different. That wasn't the one that Don helped the guy because he got hung up. That wasn't 3:30 in the morning. No, it wasn't 3 a.m. It was daylight. We've seen the pictures. He found that truck on his way to work, I believe. Just a voice. How do I send an email? Who do you want to email, me or Cher? I'll put mine in there. Cops were there and not there. Dogs were gone and not gone. Yeah. Yeah, he said at first that he beat the cops there, and then he said there might have been one or two when he got there. But that doesn't really change anything as far as like that's all after Summer had already been reported missing though.
Right, bugs.
Lady Seuss, yeah, Don has mentioned that. That was the red truck. He was trying to get his truck he got his truck hung up. I don't know if he was drunk or what. But then he was trying to get the four-wheeler to pull the truck off. But that wasn't on the 15th.
No.
See, that's the problem is Don he'll get confused when if you throw too much at him, he'll get confused about the question and he gets days mixed up. He does. Like when he says that day, he's thinking about that day that this happened. He's not thinking, "Oh, you meant that day that Summer went missing," you know?
Yeah, and he's trying to get so much information out, I feel like, too. It's just all getting scrambled.
I don't know if we asked him when she's coming back, but yeah, she's still there. I know that she's still helping out her other daughter. And
no.
we don't know if law enforcement cleared her, but generally they don't let people leave the state if they haven't been cleared. But
she's at her sister's, guys. Don't take what he just said and run with it. She's at her sister's in Illinois or whatever.
I never said she wasn't.
You said she was helping her sister, which her sister's in Wisconsin, so I just didn't want people to.
Oh, she's at her sister's.
She's at her sister's. Yeah, you just said she was helping her daughter, which they will take that and run with it.
Oh, yes. I was wrong. I thought it was her other daughter. Apparently, it's grandma's sister.
There's rumors back and forth, but Don told us her sister because the sister's husband got sick or something, and the sister needed help around the house.
Is this Scream a new detail? Apparently not, Barb. Candace mentioned it June 20th.
Mm-hmm.
It just got glazed over by everybody somehow.
Email just sent.
Alrighty, well, we will check that after the stream. Teresa, I can attest to that. When you experience a tragedy, you totally lose focus on details. When my fiance passed, I was there holding her, and I couldn't tell you if she died before or after lunch. I think it was before, but I'm guessing. It could have been mid-afternoon. I have no idea.
Oh, she used her mom's phone because it was a AT&T phone, and they had just in March, I believe, AT&T phone tower, and that's why she had to use her mom's phone over hers.
She probably could have used hers, but maybe a better reception, or it would come through clearer. Who knows?
Yeah, that's just what we were told anyway.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I thought Candace's sister, but no, Grandis's sister. Yeah, I got that mixed up. So
These names, you guys, Grandis. Not sure about cults in the area.
well, I don't know. There's a lot of shady people in the area, for sure.
Oh yeah, I have that, but thank you. We'll look at it. Benny.
Hey, Benny. Why use Messenger if no well they would need Signal to use Messenger or a phone call
To be
via.
honest, it could just be what they do because that's how we talk. We don't use our normal like phone. It's always Facebook Messenger to
Yeah.
text and call. Um, there was a question I wanted to answer.
Not if there's no signal. Well, I mean your Messenger if you're not in your home, if you're out on the street, it won't use Wi-Fi anyway. It uses your mobile network. So it really wouldn't matter. But if you use your phone, if you don't have a long distance plan, you need to use Messenger or whatever. So maybe that's it. I don't know.
And no, with the calling 911 from any phone, even when search and rescue was there, they were having problems on their radios because of the service. It was cutting in and out.
Yeah,
So
if there's no tower there, you don't magically just have a direct line to 911.
mhm.
What people get mixed up about that is you could have a phone that doesn't have like it's not activated by a company like AT&T or whatever. It just like if it powers on, you can use it to call 911. You don't need it to be connected to a service provider, but there still has to be a tower in the area for you to get signal. And I guess we're going to put the link in and have people on.
They asked.
I didn't see. Get your earbuds ready. You called TBI? What'd they tell you?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. And here is Bedroom Eye 75.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
I was reading on my news feed from I'm in Ohio, and there were 72 people arrested for human trafficking in several states, clear to Pennsylvania through Tennessee and all that. Anyways, and they were arrested 12 hours away from Tennessee.
12 hours
So
away.
I called TBI about it, and I just think it should be checked out that they were human trafficking children. So I let TBI know. I don't know if anything will ever come of that, but.
Well, I think that's they would probably know, but it's always good to make sure, especially when something like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you called that in.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it was like a week or two ago I called it in, so. But they were trafficking in drugs and children and all that.
Did they say much to you about it?
No, they just said they take the tip, and that was all that I heard of it.
Mm.
Team Betty Keys.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
I just wanted to let y'all know that. I will drop off now. Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
telling us.
Yep.
So someone said TBI questioned them. Oh, they obviously did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard that a while back.
Yeah, they've questioned Grandma, Allie, everybody.
No, you know who they're saying. Don B. Bushman or whatever got questioned.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I didn't see the B.
No, we do not have a Discord. We can barely keep up with
Well
you.
said, Autumn. Yeah. Yeah, just as a if you got it in your brain where the only way you can be happy is to hurt a child, physically, sexually, or whatever, just leave the planet, okay? Because you're not supposed to be here.
Mm.
Oh, we got someone else coming up in here. Nioka.
Hello, hello.
Can you guys hear me?
We
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay, cool. Yes, Nioka. Thank you.
Oh, Nioka. Okay.
Yeah, Nioka. I spelled it wrong so that you guys could pronounce it because the way it is spelled, you can't read it. So,
Okay.
I have a quick question, and I'm what bothers me, I think, is when you watch Chris's first interview, actually Allie's first interview, I think, on Unmasked, as well as with Chris. She does say that she was gone that entire evening that Summer was missing. And she claims that she was at I think, a nearby town attending some sort of a ball game or something to that effect with Leslie. And I believe that when Hunter tried to call her that evening, he couldn't get a hold of Allison all evening. I think when Candace realized that Summer was missing, she tried to reach out to Allison as well, couldn't get a hold of her. I think Allison said that her phone had died. She had left it in the vehicle. I'm just curious to see if LE has verified their actual whereabouts, Leslie and Allison, because I find it very troubling that all evening, that very same evening that Summer went missing, Allison was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, they were gone and their phone was off. Yeah.
I mean, what are
Yeah, that's a good question.
What are the odds that you would leave town with a phone that's with a low battery or not have a car charger, and then leave your phone in a vehicle and then attend this game? And so that has bothered me from day one, as to the fact that she could not be reached.
Yeah. It is odd. I mean, it happens. I mean, we've all been out somewhere and our phone dies or whatever, but it's rare.
Right.
Like we usually have like a mini panic attack once our charge gets below 30%.
Right. And I know I have a car charger, so the minute I get into my car, whether my phone needs it or not, I usually just plug in my car and then I listen to whatever. But I know that, I do get this impression that Allison and Leslie obviously have issues with Candace. And I don't know, that has always bothered me from day one, that they were absolutely nowhere to be found or seen. And so I'm just wondering if, like I said, law enforcement has actually verified their whereabouts, if they were actually at that game.
It'd be nice if law enforcement would, let the public know that certain people have been cleared or not, but
yeah
they're not telling us nothing.
Yeah.
It's kind of infuriating.
Yeah, it is. But that's really all I had. And I just wanted to thank you guys. I think that you do a really good job of giving Don a platform to come to and not be attacked because we all have things in our past. I mean, regardless of what people are saying on other shows, to be judged based on that, we would all be in a shit ton of trouble if something happened to us and we were judged solely on things that have happened in the past. And it may actually have nothing to do with the current situation or Summer being missing.
Yeah,
So my
that's the
heart
thing. We
does
just
go
don't
out to
know.
Don. Yeah, my heart does
Yeah.
go out to Don and Candace. You can tell that he is exhausted. Um, so they do have people that are praying for them. And I think that you guys do an awesome job on here every day.
Well, thank you
So
very much.
you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're
It's
welcome.
nice to receive a little bit of praise because we get
Yeah.
enough of the other stuff.
Yeah. I actually left a couple of channels because of that. And it just gets old to listen to after a while. So I came over here to see what all the hype was about, and I ended up loving you guys and staying.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's all I wanted to say. So I'll get off so someone else can come on.
Well, thanks for letting us know. That's a really good thing.
Yeah. You're welcome. And you guys have a great evening.
You too.
Thanks. Bye.
Later.
Yes, Kara. Need more of her. I'm guessing she doesn't know how to leave studio. I'll help you. There you go.
Right, full tilt, we are. I mean, we're not always correct, but we are decent. And that's not to say other channels aren't decent people either, but it can't be about an us versus them thing. We're supposed to all be about Summer. And we have all lost our way. We have. It's become a reality show. It's just all drama. People make videos and they put Summer Wells in the title. They don't even mention her name, other than to say, by the way, this is about Summer, and then they go off about something else. No. So we're getting like all kinds of. We got that Scream that needs to get looked into. This whole thing with Allie's cell phone, that needs to get looked at. Jackie Dobbs, his fake alibi, that fake picture. Why did he do that? Like, there's a whole mess of stuff that I can't point in one direction. I just can't. Oh, S. Hockett. Thank you very much. Very nice.
Hey, I lash out from time to time. I don't even know how to say that fucking name. Falu to do boogie. How do you say that? Falu to boogie.
Falu to boogie.
Yeah. Okay. I act
Full
out
tilt
once in a while.
boogie.
I'm Sagittarius. I get a little wild from time to time when I get poked. I'm like a freaking bear. Poke me, you poke me, and I go booga booga booga.
Barbara, how does I'll have a dead phone, but when she gets in the van, she said she calls Hunter. I don't know. I don't know. We gotta go back. I gotta go back and dig in and all that again. Because honestly, I never heard that they couldn't get a hold of her. I missed that. Should Dawn hire a private investigator? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they'd be able to find anything that the law enforcement hasn't. And it isn't law enforcement that's saying we're going after Dawn. It's YouTubers. One in particular, and then you have another couple who liked what they heard and jumped on that bandwagon. That's all it is. None of us know anything more. honestly, if all the stuff people have been saying, like the inconsistencies and Don lied about his alibi and blah, 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 if that was all legit, I would think Don would have been arrested. Honestly. Like,
Big cake. I'm not sure why not letting EquiSearch come back. I don't know.
I got a theory on that. They don't know where to put them. Like they searched around the Wells property, and they searched the Warriors Lake or whatever it's called.
Well,
but they don't know where else to search. So I mean, like they could just put them in some random spot in Tennessee and say go nuts. But
it's up to them. Like when they came the first time, they searched areas, I believe, that they chose.
Well, yeah, I think yeah.
So if they came back, maybe Don could be like, I want here and here and here searched, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but even Don said he has no idea.
True.
Like, the fact that, okay, well, we know the dog's tractor sent to the road and then lost it. So she wasn't walking down the road or being carried down the road. She got in a vehicle. So at that point, the search goes to hundreds of miles. So, I mean, where do you look? What if it was a hunter? Could be. Some people said maybe the people who were working on clearing the path for the telephone lines. Can you explain how D doesn't get call back from C, so he rushes home. He's then on Messenger the whole way with her. He even said it strange because they usually don't keep service. Yeah, he has said that it's weird because usually the service is spotty, but somehow he managed to stay connected the whole way. I don't know. Stuff like that, I'm sure law enforcement checked. I'm sure they checked the location of his phone when he called 911. I'm sure they checked how long that messenger call was. I'm sure they checked all that stuff. If they didn't, they're shitty cops. Because they should obviously have checked all that.
Gail, would Candace adhere to Don's, what'd that say? Instructions due to fear? That I haven't witnessed her fear him. I've been on video calls. She's been there. I have not witnessed her be in fear of that man.
No, in fact, I've seen it be almost a little bit the other way. Where, I mean, Candace will basically, she will do what she wants.
Yeah, I don't see her in fear of Dawn at all.
And she was.
Cheshire.
Like, if Dawn was like ruling with an iron fist or whatever, however you want to refer to it, Candace would have been talking to us. He would have made her.
Yeah, right.
So.
Yeah, because he keeps saying how much he really wants her to. And
yeah, he does.
No, there's, I do not see that.
Yeah.
At all.
The ex-employee, someone from the church. Yeah, those are definitely viable avenues to look at. We've got a lot of directions to point. And that's the problem, is we can only look down the road. We can't walk down the road because we don't have any evidence from the police. Was his white truck home that day? Yeah, it was. Because he took the Subaru that day. That wasn't a one-time thing either. He had taken the Subaru to work a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that old truck probably has terrible air conditioning, and a brand new vehicle. Yeah, I would do it too. And drywall mud cleans up easy, doesn't permanently damage vehicles. So even if you did manage to spill some, it just wipes right out.
Who filmed her in church. I meant to ask that question. I
Oh,
keep forgetting.
yeah.
I'm writing that down right now.
Yeah, because I remember when I saw that video, someone had said, well, it's because they filmed their services, but it did seem like the camera person was following Summer.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I got a weird. So, Jamie's truck, I believe that the ex-employee? Because I think his vehicle was yellow, but maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different colors of vehicles too. There's two red trucks, a yellow vehicle that the police saw leaving the scene, something about a yellow Hummer during interview with Allie on the street. Just a whole lot of. There's too many vehicles. I don't know why I've got these in. I forget I got those stupid cans on my head.
Glad you enjoy it, Katerina.
Mm.
Yes, yellow Pathfinder. Yep, not Hummer. I thought it was a Hummer too. Actually, I thought it was a Jeep. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I get kind of confused on who had what vehicle and what the hell's going on with everybody. Summer was targeted. She very well could have been. Don's theory that maybe someone from the internet was stalking Summer. It's possible. I don't know, because I mean, you see that or whatever. You still don't have a location. Like, how would they know where she was? Unless it was someone local. But yeah, I don't know.
I understand St. Francis. Good night, Hev.
Might have. Always got you guys back. Thank you very much, David. Where is Summer's dog? Lucky's still there.
Yep.
Don sent us a picture a few days ago, maybe a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the puppy's gotten bigger, but yep, still there.
Mm-hmm.
That was, yeah. You guys ever watch that Don't F with Cats on Netflix? About Luca Magnotta? That was an awesome documentary. And that's one time when all the internet sleuths got it right. And who's to say we couldn't do something like that with this case or whatever other case, but we got to work together. I mean, if we're spending so much time just trashing each other, we're not accomplishing anything. I don't know why that got timed out. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, Bobby, I agree. Yeah, if it was someone stalking her, I don't think I mean, it's possible the internet had something to do with it, but I kind of doubt that one. And most likely have to be someone that knew her and the family. Random strangers would be able to just go to that area. Exactly. We did ask him about that, and he doesn't have any info because the cop mentioned it to Don, and that's all we got. I mean, I don't know if the police are actively looking for that vehicle, if they found it, if they questioned the guy. No idea. They aren't telling us nothing. But that is weird. You're on your way to a missing child call and you see someone speeding away. I mean, I don't know if it would be the right move or not, but I think I would go pull them over. I mean, we just had a report of a missing child. You were speeding. Check the vehicle. No, okay, on your way. Don't give them a ticket or anything, but check the vehicle. Do I show as a member now? Nope. Not yet, Cheshire. If you just did it, it might take a minute. I don't know.
Hmm.
But thank you. Allie claimed dogs would eat you up and that.
Not
and,
true. We saw that on Chris's interview.
Yeah, Chris pulled up and the dogs didn't even come near him. Little. And Don said that too. That they're useless for guard dogs. They wouldn't do that. They'd make some noise and that's it. Every time I try and in this day and age, vehicles, OnStar, and pings, they should be able to rule in or out many. Yeah, they really should. When did Grandma leave? It was like a month ago. It was quite a while ago.
I can't remember now.
I don't know a lot of the story, but I think her sister's husband had a heart attack or a stroke or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So she went to help take care of everybody. And she wasn't really able to do anything at the Wells place, so I'm sure the FBI and TBI, and I'm sure they have all that stuff.
Yeah.
Made a nice little sound when you pulled it out of your ear. Did you guys hear that? Made a little pop sound when she yanked out her earbud. I don't know why I found that so funny. Well, I don't know, Cheshire, but yeah. I don't know how long it takes for it to show up. If Don's consented to having his property searched, yeah. We did hear that some didn't consent, which would be a massive red flag. Continue making appeals to the abductors. Oh, it couldn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've seen about 500 red Toyota trucks since June 15th. Why no details? 4x4 stripes, damaged, mint, dull, shiny.
Good night, Kenneth.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because all they said was I think a 98 to 2000 Tacoma with a ladder rack. I think that's the only information they gave. Maybe. I guess it's possible. I mean, especially with young children. I mean, boys and girls, other than hair, they can, like similar height and weight and stuff like that.
Red is a popular color for car.
Lord bring summer home, yes.
Amen.
That would be nice. Mm-hmm.
I wash my hair with pot shampoo.
Yeah. Valkyrie, that was a huge one for me because I've heard things like, well, was the hotel even open and blah, blah, blah. But when his alibi picture is proven to not be from anywhere near that time period, I mean,
oof.
You want to say bingo, I'd say that's a bingo.
It's a bingo card.
Absolutely. Why would you put up a fake picture? Why would you lie about your alibi? And ladder X come off easy too. That's
Straight up.
true, Bubs.
I'm just kidding. Yep, bingo. You put a bingo card on the back.
Did Don's ex-wife have a red truck with ladder X? Oh, yeah. No. Won't CPS take Summer also if she comes home?
Don't know.
Yeah, we don't have any info on that, and we can't talk about their boys, so. Dee Dee, I am 44. Yeah, they probably had too much paint. What are we going to do with all this red paint? All of our trucks! All of them!
Right, Gail. Not our business right now. Why does it matter how old you are?
I don't know. People just get curious. They're like, his beard isn't gray, but his hair is white. It's confusing to some people. Oh, Giggles, I don't know. When did she say they were locked in? I don't remember hearing that.
In the interview with Chris, she said door was locked, no one in, no one out. That's what she said. Please stop that bingo shit and no toast neither. Ah. Fine.
Sally, go and watch Cracking Cases. He did a video about this, but the long and the short of it is JD's picture that said he was there when Summer went missing was fake. That was an old picture, and you could tell because the guy went there, Cam, went there and took picture of that post and stuff that you could see with the eaves trough, and the parking lot had been redone. The cement bumper stops or whatever in the parking lot had been moved and lines had been freshly painted.
That's exactly what I thought. They're running his background, so they asked how old he was.
Well, go ahead.
It's hilarious.
Well, you already put out my full name and date of birth. I mean, if you want to run my record and see if I actually have been arrested for things, go ahead. It's a boring read, I can tell you that, because I have never been charged with anything my whole life. It actually kind of makes me a little bit sad. Like, I haven't lived, you guys. I've never punched a cop or...
Oh my God, that's gonna get clipped out, and people are gonna run with that tomorrow.
Ran through an Arby's naked or something.
Prairie boy wants to punch a cop.
There are some cops I would. Well, I'm a biker. Bikers tend to not like law enforcement. Saying you'd like to do something, there's nothing wrong with that. Whatever, I stand by it. People want to rip me apart for that, go ahead.
No.
Oh, no. Kansas also pointed the photo had previously been edited. Yes. Yeah. The original caption was 2016. So, yeah.
I got your back, Steve.
Yeah, I need to get like a map or something to figure out where exactly everything was, because he was camping not on his property. It was off his property. It was actually on someone else's, and there was a dispute, and the cops even were called. So he wasn't camping where he was supposed to be.
I know. I had to wake you up. People wanted to.
Thank you, Just a Voice. Appreciate that.
I know.
Don't F with cats, exactly.
Yeah, he will bitch slap me in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he is a cutie.
And he knows it.
Oh yeah, Google. I mean, I've seen like the layout. I just don't know where camping in relation to the house. Don't punch cops. Yeah, okay. Don't punch cops.
Disclaimer.
I
Prairie
did.
Boy does not endorse punching police.
I did word it in a way that if I had, I would have been arrested and charged. Because you should if you attack a police officer. All right, y'all. Just bear with me, all right? One or two of you might get that one. You guys think if they had set up roadblocks earlier, initially Amber Alert, we might be in a better place right now? They would have had to put up roadblocks like immediately because there's so many little roads and trails where if someone knew that area, they'd be able to get around them. But had they locked down that area, yeah, I would put money that Summer was in a vehicle, not dragged or carried through the woods like that. Because I mean, even to hear the search teams and that talking about it, like it was rough going with them just walking. Never mind trying to carry or drag someone, a child. Like it would be very, very difficult to do that in such thick brush and stuff. Not impossible, but difficult.
Russian stuff?
Brush and stuff. Bushes and shrubbery and trees and overgrown weeds. And why is the bear mooning me now? Get your butt out of my face! You asked about flooding. It happened about 5 hours west of there. Okay. Yeah, and I heard it was worse down by Tennessee. Yeah, the pictures I saw were horrible. Do you two actually believe Dawn and Candace are completely innocent in the disappearance of their daughter? If so, why? She says yes. I say I'm not sure. But if I were to say the reasons I think they are innocent is, I mean, if Don's alibi is legit, he's innocent.
Yeah, I think Don's innocent.
And if his alibi was a lie, he would have been brought in for questioning. So
I just don't think Don's lying. I just believe Don's innocent, I guess. Or, I mean, not I guess. I know you'll pick that and run with it, but I believe Don's innocent, yeah, because I just don't think he could. I don't think he's a mastermind like people are making him out to be.
Yeah, he's not my number one, that's for sure.
I got cat hair in my eye now.
No, it's probably bear hair. Yeah, I agree, Adam. I think the roadblocks were too late. Oh, around Dobbs in Georgia? That'd be interesting to look at. Yeah. Well, yeah, once the police and everybody showed up, they did bottleneck the road, but I mean, that was far too late at that point. Yeah, he posted some weird stuff. I think he's got his Facebook set to private now. I agree, Jen. People need to quit bashing a lot of people. And so far, for most of the chat, we've been good. Because I've been saying I don't want to see any other YouTubers getting trashed. I don't want to see any people tied to this case getting trashed. It doesn't solve anything.
I don't know how it's completely obvious that he would sexually offend Summer when both of his older kids have told me, and his other sister that came on in an interview with us was never sexually abused by Don. And yeah, his two older kids, Don Jr. and Margie, both say they were never molested by Don. So I don't know why it's obvious that Summer would be.
Yeah. And that's a great question, Snowline. Why did they use a picture of Summer with long hair when she didn't have long hair? Like, why didn't they use a newer picture of her with short hair? Because you see that one with her silly smile. Well, that's not even what she looked like when she went missing. So yeah, that was very odd to me. Yeah, I agree, Autumn. It should have, and I guarantee you, hindsight, the police are thinking that too. I would guess Don was just being Don, trying to give answers to questions that people were asking. I don't imagine that there, with all those roads, I don't think there are cameras on those roads. I mean, in my city here, there are a few cameras at intersections, but there's no cameras like on the side streets. And if you get out of town, forget about it. There's no cameras out there. I think the only cameras would be people would have on their property, like looking from their house or at their vehicles or whatever. I don't think there are any cameras like on the roads. Yeah. Rural AF, exactly. Yeah. Way out in the boonies. Well, yeah, everyone can ask questions. I may not have the answers, but maybe someone in the chat will. All questions are welcome for sure. Yeah, there were lots of questions where she was clean and in a dress and everything else. I mean, she was a tomboy, and kids, like these kids played outside, like I used to when I was a kid. You're gonna get dirty. You're gonna be dirty more often than you're clean. That's just part of life out there.
Yes, Liliana, he will. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, actually today, the money came from Google into my account today.
I didn't get paid today.
Yeah, well, you might get it tomorrow. Yeah, I just got it this afternoon. I got like 900 and some. Yeah, YouTube takes 30%, all super chats and everything, and ad revenue and memberships and all that. And then Google takes 30 more percent for taxes. So yeah, I got like 900 for the whole month, but I will give the entire month. Plus, we did get a couple of PayPals and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna give the entire month plus a little bit from the PayPals. No, I won't do it live because I'm gonna actually show everyone the check and everything, put it in the envelope and walk it out. But I need to make sure I don't inadvertently show my address especially because lately we've been getting such extreme hatred. I don't need that. So it won't be a live video, but it will be one shot. So you'll see me put the check in the envelope, walk the check to the mailbox, and put it in. And then once the money comes out of my account, I will show that. So there will be no question about it. And I find it really sad that I have to do that, by the way. And this will be the last time we ever do a fundraiser, because that's just horrible. Yeah, and it's all because a couple people didn't like what we were doing with Dawn. No one said anything about it until we started talking to Dawn. You notice that?
Mm.
And we lined up at my mailbox. Well, yeah, no one knows my address right now, as far as I'm aware. At least no one showed up. But yeah. Well, thanks, G-Dog. Have a good night. No, Haiku. I mean, we may do it. If we do it, we'll just keep putting the links for people to donate themselves rather than we'll take the donation. It was just, we figured we would actually get more money if we had it set up. Okay, give us super chats, because then if once we hit the mark, I was going to shave my beard. That was the whole thing. If we had to do it where we put in another link, and we wouldn't be able to track how much people were giving. So that was the whole reason for why we did it on YouTube. But yeah, we won't do that again, because it's just not worth the stress that we've gone through because of it. And it's not worth what Churchill Rescue Squad has had to go through either. I called and I talked to two people there, including the captain, and I was apologizing to them. I'm like, I'm sorry you guys had to go through so much crap, because we were trying to do something good for you. And, they were understanding, but they got a lot of calls. You could tell. I mean, that's not right. I mean, they're a volunteer organization. They don't need to be getting badgered about this shit. If you legit think that this was fraudulent, report me. Call the police. Don't pester people who have better things to do. Well, Jordine, like I said, if it ever comes to the point where we're in a position where we can use our channel to help people, we will. We'll just, it won't be the same kind of thing. Like, we'll just keep putting the donation link for them and say, this is what they're trying to do. If you guys can, go help, kind of thing. But it won't be I'll shave my beard if we hit 1,000 kind of thing, because we won't be able to track it. Do y'all think CW is innocent? Does she wear the pants in the family? That's a good question. To be honest, I'm surprised more people aren't skeptical of her. I'm not saying I think she did anything, but I mean, she was the last adult to see her, apparently. So, I mean, it would be, I would think more people would be interested in that. See Miriam's post, 9:37. Oh God, I probably won't be able to find it at this point. Miriam, whatever you put, could you put it again?
Oh my gosh.
She's extremely quiet and times don't add up. And that's the problem. You see how many people in the chat said Dawn should have been quiet? But now he's saying because Candace is so quiet, it looks suspicious. These people just can't win. It's damned if they do, damned if they don't. I think everyone has a certain level of suspicion. Nothing would surprise me at this point. I have my number one is Dobbs, but I could be wrong. Child sightings in Louisiana. I've heard about that, and I've heard people say that the picture isn't her. Kind of looks like her. I've heard it was a boy. I haven't seen the picture. I say accident. Candace knew Don would freak, panicked. Her and Grandis came up with a story. That was like the original thing, right? That was kind of what people were at the very first. That's where I was at the beginning, and I still think it's possible. A ladybug, no. No, see, that's one of the things where Don gets kind of mixed up on days. Like he does this all the time. Like that red truck that got hung up on outside of his on the road there. That was like 3 weeks after Summer went missing. But he says that day. I mean, he's thinking that day that it happened. He's not realizing that people are thinking the day Summer went missing. But no, he had fired that guy the day before or 2 days before Summer went missing. So yeah, they were definitely not carpooling anymore. Red, white, blue. Suspect everyone. Because we don't know. I'm open to anything.
Not going there, Robin Swan.
Miriam, please clarify to share. I said it is blatantly obvious Don did not.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Okay. Any truth to Rose had Candace kids when she disappeared? I don't know. Maybe ask Dawn about that. I don't think so, because they were out of state. They weren't in the same state when Rose went missing.
Right, but Rose did take their kids for a while.
Yeah, so maybe it was then, but I don't know.
What was the question? Rose?
Did Rose have Candace's kids when she went missing? Well, not with her, but did she have custody of them, or was she taking care of them at that time? Rags, I don't like Don Pass, but I think he's just a dad. He knows nothing that goes on in that house. He works. That's all he knows. Asking a question gets nowhere because he had no idea. All he does is work. Yeah. Yeah. I think we can all agree that we don't like Don's past. But yeah, a lot of the questions he's getting asked, he's just giving back the answers he was told. Like he really only knows what he did that day. Yeah, that's exactly it, Angie. Oh, every time I try and click on it. Yeah, I mean, if I was Candace, I wouldn't want to talk to anybody either.
Don texted, he must be watching. He said Dobbs was camping on their property, but they didn't know that.
He was camping on the Wells property?
That's what Don texted.
Okay. Well, we knew he was on the wrong property because the police come. So there, yeah. So Dobbs was camping on the Wells property around that time, and he said he was at this hotel, which was closed down, and the picture he put up to prove he was at the hotel was proven to be far older. I mean, that's a pretty big matzo ball hanging out there, if you ask me. I don't know. Maybe there's some element I'm not seeing. Oh, and the dude he cut his hair and shaved his beard off. Yeah. He looks like a completely different person.
Yeah, there was also pictures of he had scratches on his arms. Is that the same dude that had an auction?
I'm not sure if that's the same one or not, but.
I'm having a little bit of a crisis, baby.
What?
I'm having a little bit of a crisis.
All right, we're going to be cutting this off in like 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Sorry, yeah, something personal happened. And we're going to have to go and deal with that. But we're okay. Yeah, sorry we had to mute there. It's not devastating news, Miss B. It's just something that's going to be kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, it's just a pain in the butt.
Oh, sorry, baby. TBI, FBI, law enforcement, they know all this. They believe Don Kenneth were involved. They would bring them in. That's what I think too. Like, I don't think that when police say they have no suspects, but everybody's a suspect, or however they worded it, I think that was pretty honest. I think they have people that they could be looking at and probably are looking at, but they can't. They don't have enough to really go after anybody. That's kind of the vibe I get. Very loud sneeze from the cat. People saying prayers. Thank you very much.
That's why my StreamYard payment didn't go through.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Yes, she is, and yes, she does. No, you guys are sweet. Thank you. Anything remodeled on their land around the time she went missing? Not as far as I know. I asked him about old wells or something. He said apparently there is one, but he doesn't even know where it is. And Dalen says don't hesitate to call if you need to. But all right. Kenneth's right. Speculating accusations against them both are interfering with their marriage. Yeah. Yeah, Don did say that they're struggling. And of course, I mean, that happens a lot too in any families if you have a child go missing or a child gets sick and dies, it does more often than not damage the family. So hopefully that isn't the case, but I mean, it'd be really hard when you're going through something like that. All right, Deanna, have fun at work. That could be Julie. Maybe. Yeah. They have more than we do. That's for sure. We know that much. But yeah, this depends what happens. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, I'd imagine, yeah, there'd be lots of people looking at Dobbs. That's where my money goes. I mean, a fake alibi, camping on that property. Yeah. Law enforcement is pissed at EcoSearch. I'll have to look into that because I don't understand what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
I just assumed it was because they didn't know where to have them search. That's why they said don't come. But if there's something else, I got to look into it.
Yeah, why are they upset? I don't understand.
There quite often is this whole interagency beef.
Oh, like a power kind of trip
Yeah,
thing?
like we got this. You don't need to come. Whatever. That's kind of where I figured it was at, but I don't know. Meep Moop, that's JD, Jackie. Meep Moop. I like that name.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you come back again, Meep Moop, just so I can say, hey, Meep Moop.
It's like, ayo.
Yeah, Tammy, ayo. Good night, Lizzie. Dobbs camp, hunt fish elsewhere. Yeah. Yeah, we know very little about him. They aren't. They're not giving him any information.
Julie's more concerned about Summer. Maybe he thinks if Don and Candace is in jail, they'll auction off their property and he'll take it.
That's interesting. This guy must be loaded because he just bought that other property. Thanks, Bonnie and Clyde.
Good night, Miriam.
That's kind of funny because they call us Bonnie and Clyde, but it's in a very derogatory way. I don't know if they'd be able to see which cell phones pinged. They'd be able to check and see if they had cell phones, they could see which towers they pinged on. But I don't know if they could go the other way. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if the tower stores that information. That'd be interesting to find out. That'd be a really good lead to go on. We just check what phones pinged on that tower within that time frame, and then just go talk to everybody who pinged. Yeah. Well, we got a lot of good info, you guys. That was good. It was a good chat, and for the most part, it's very respectful. I want to keep that going and put that out into the world. If when you see another YouTuber doing a video and you don't like them, just don't watch. You don't have to put yourself through that. You don't have to trash them. Leave them nasty comments. We're better than that, guys. We can do better. But yeah, okay. Thanks everyone for watching. You're all awesome. Thanks to the new members and those of you who gave super chats. Thank you very much. And we shall catch you on the next one. And until then, this is Prairie Boy 77, aka Mr. Share. Working on becoming the beard of reason again, but still not there. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care. God bless. And have a happy rest of your Monday or Tuesday, depending on